Good morning, everybody. All right, if you're looking at me right about now, that means that I am live, okay? I am doing this for those volunteers, okay, that have been there with us ever since the start of the preseason at the Ravens games. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody who's come out, everybody who has been there for us. Okay. We all know, or those that have been there know, that we are doing this to help the fathers in the state of Maryland get their just desserts, their equal access to their children. All right. So, therefore, we have programs that fathers can use for when they go to court to say that, hey, I've been doing my part. I've been trying. Okay. I have done everything in my power. However, I'm still under the maternal gatekeeping. I'm still under the unjust system that you give us. All right. We all know what, or some of us know that what has happened in Washington County was very unfortunate. However, with that case and a lot of other cases, okay, we have to begin to arm ourselves. And how we arm ourselves, we begin to gain more knowledge than we need to know in order to stand up to the actual judges or magistrates that are, I'll say, slowly killing us by taking our rights away, slowly killing us by just putting us under undue stress, both mentally and financially. All right. Now, I need to say this publicly as well. I want to thank the members of the M&T Bank Airmark team for working with us. That means to me, Kyle and Taylor. All right. Thank you for all you do to help Winning Strategies create I'll say, dynamic day or Sundays at the stadium when people come in and just want to partake, just want to watch the game. And if you ever come to the games and you don't mind traveling, we're upstairs. All right, we're at stands 536 and 531. All right. Um, our staff at the stands are some fathers and mothers who care about fathers and getting their just desserts. All right. We have a lot of things planned for the upcoming months. All right. A lot of fathers want to voice their opinion in Annapolis during judiciary and other sessions that deal with parenting, that deal with the family. So basically, what we're trying to do here at Running Strategies, we're having fundraisers to gain the funds to rent the vans, to rent the transportation, to go to Annapolis on those particular days. Okay, how we're doing this? Like I said, we're doing this through the fundraisers. We are going out. We are asking for individuals to donate. Okay, yes, I do work. Okay, but until we get the funding and until we get the, I'll say, the outpouring of donations that we need, we'll continue to do this as long as we have breath in our bodies to do. All right. A lot of things have changed in the state of Maryland and they're slowly changing. However, we can be a voice to make those changes equitable for everybody. When I say everybody, I mean mothers, fathers, and children alike. All right. Let's take one situation at hand. Okay. Some judges and magistrates say, well, hey, we could talk to the child or the children. Sure, you could talk to the child or children. However, you are still doing what the mothers have done. Okay. You're still holding them back from us. We can't refute or give extra explanation of what's going on. Okay. That needs to change. Okay. Because let's look at it. I'm gonna use my case. I'm gonna talk about my case right now. My son's mother has kept my son away from me for the last 4 years. Okay. My son is now 15. Okay, they're going to take. They're going to ask him again. However, my argument is this: how can you take his word for it, or how can you take his mother word for it, when she has deliberately alienated me from my son? Okay, if you saw the video with the other father, Rashad, the judge in or the magistrate in Howard County is trying to do the same thing to him. The father that murdered the judge and then murdered himself in Washington County, the judge did the exact same thing to him. All right. It has to stop. It has to be brought to the attention of, let me say, the delegates and the senators in the state of Maryland. But I believe some of them know what's going on. However, I've been taught if you want to make somebody feel something, get up in their face. So basically, we're going to bring it to your face during session time. Okay? Fathers are going to come down and we're going to voice our opinions. Now, here's the major thing as well. Okay? You got in that seat by votes. Okay? Now, we know a lot of you feel as though that you don't have to answer to us. A lot of delegates and senators say you don't have to answer to us, or you don't have to present bills that are fruitful for us. Not the case. Okay. As an advocacy organization, we will monitor everything that's going on. Okay. May not monitor every single thing, but we're going to monitor those things to see what type of bills that you are presenting in the outset, not the bills that you feel as though should be presented when it comes around to election time. And yes, we're asking for a commission. We're asking for a commission to study the decisions from the lawyers and not the lawyers, the judges and the magistrates. This it has to stop. How Patrick Swayze said in Next of Kin, you ain't seen bad yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Okay? Remember, knowledge is power. Okay? You give the fathers and the mothers the knowledge to know to how to combat you, they'll combat you. Okay? A friend of mine wrote a position paper called Catalyst of Change. It's coming. We're going to stay steadfast. We're going to do what we can to make everything right. Just because you're bending the law, remember, remember, you get funding. The state of Maryland gets funding from the federal government, Title 4D program of the Social Security Act. Okay, that bill or that act says if you are an absentee father, fathers aren't absent. The judges and the magistrate make decisions that make them absent when they really aren't absent. It's time. It's time for a change. It's time for this to happen right here, right now. I just want to say thank you again. And remember, if you want to volunteer to help us, please reach out. My number is 443 768 8158. Again, that's 443 768 8158. You can volunteer to help us. Okay, you can volunteer to give us a little ray of hope. We need your support. And just think about it. How many students have been unjustly alienated from their fathers? Now, let's be real. Some of these fathers aren't worth a dime. I'm going to say it. Some of these fathers aren't worth a dime. Okay. But toxic mothers are as bad as absentee fathers. Think about that. With that being said, it's time for me to get ready to log on for work. Time for me to pay Caesar or render unto Caesar. But I'm going to remember the fathers need help. I'm going to remember that everything happens for a reason. And I think the reason Winning Strategies is here is to give fathers that extra added breath that we need to continue to fight for what's right. With that being said, I want you to try to enjoy your day. All right? And remember, Malachi 4 and 6 says, He will turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and to the heart of the children to the father, unless he comes and smite the earth. Amen.